Alright, so today we are going to Astigarraga, crossing the border, going into the south side of the Basque Country on the Spanish side, and we're going to film a cider house. I don't know if you caught that, but we are now in Spain, España, but we're still in the Basque Country. That they used to use to make the cider. So this is where they used to kind of crush the apples here. They would go through this system here, and then here they would get the juice, where that's the juice that ferments to get the cider. And we're with our friend John here from the family who owns now this Petritegi. And this is how they make the cider now. So it's the same process. They don't add anything chemical at all. They just use machines to have larger volumes. So they take the apple's juice, which will ferment, and then it should work up cider that you'll drink in a year. You can usually keep cider for maybe 2 to 3 years if it's well preserved, but it's usually best to just drink it right away.
Abuelo de Ainara.
So we're in the Petritegi shop now. This is where they sell all their ciders and different products they sell. So you also have the juice here that they sell. It's all natural juice, organic with no sugar added. And here there's a cider that goes through a second fermentation process in the bottle, and it's the equivalent of a cava, you know, like with the bubbles, bubbly wine, but with cider. So it's 7% 7% alcohol content. And apparently it's very smooth. They have 2 different variations of it here. And you can also get some t-shirts and some snacks and everything related to the production of the apples here on site. They have 3 big rooms with these huge, I don't know how you call these things, barrels, yeah, of course. They're these huge barrels, so some of these have up till 18,000 liters in them. So this is the first room where they store the cider from January till May. Traditionally, Basque cider houses are only open till May, but they have a system that's in place that allows them to keep the cider good for longer periods of time. Basically, what happens with the smaller houses, that oxygen gets into the barrel. So when you take some cider out from here, oxygen to the level of the cider will go down in the barrel, and the oxygen will get in and will oxidize the cider, turning it into vinegar almost. So in order to fight that, they have this system where they put in a different gas in there, in which the cider doesn't lose its properties and it doesn't get oxidized. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but I think that's what he said. He was telling me in Spanish. So they have a second room here, and this room is a bit colder. And it's colder because they want to, so these are the ciders that are kept for longer periods of time, so for later in the... Okay, so we have to be quiet because they're doing an interview in the back over there. I'm still gonna talk because we're running out of schedule here. So basically this room is a bit colder because it will keep the cider better for a bit longer. So as I was saying, for the months after May, so maybe until September. And then we have this last room here, which is the coldest. And this room here, this is the coldest room. This one here will be for the end of the year, so these ciders will last the longest. Now I'm gonna shut up because they're doing the interview, but here's the visit of the 3 rooms for the cider. So This is why Petritegi is able to serve cider and stay open all year long, because they have these systems. They have these different rooms with these different temperatures, and well, it's really cool. It's really impressive. Today's pretty much all fish. Diane doesn't like it. I like it. It's a bit salty for my taste, but it's very good. Alright, so we're trying to pair each dish with a different cider, as John suggests a different cider for each dish, I guess. It's a food and cider pairing. So we have, this is what a glass of cider looks like. I like these tall glasses, and when they pour it pretty high up, as you saw earlier. I haven't tried this cider yet. I'm going to wait till the end, otherwise I'm going to start dropping stuff. I don't want my pictures to be blurry. Alright, fine. Maybe I'll just try it a little bit. This is the first one he gave us. It's not as sweet. It's a bit astringent. It's a bit acidic. From the cider you'll find in the States or in general. So this is the particularity of Basque cider. That's not very sweet. Sometimes you gotta get high to get that nice angle. Remember to take your shoes off though. He said we could taste, so I'm just getting a little taste without trying to ruin this dish. Oh shit. It's the sauce. So this is the last dish we're doing. It's a dessert. I used to always get excited for the last dish and try to get it done as quickly as possible. But recently I found that I really try to double up on energy and try to give it more and take probably like 50% more photos for the last dish, because it's usually the best photo you get. And you end on a high note. So after getting your cider like we just did, you come back and eat in this communal table. So now let's try the cider. Cheers. Feels good after 3 hours of shoot. Family restaurant here, and there's no menu written anywhere, but you just kind of tell them what you want.
Okay, cold omelette, okay?
Gracias.
So right now we're having omelette. We shot this a bit earlier, so this is omelette with fish. Thrilled. It's kind of salty, but really good. It's really hearty. Still not a fan, apparently. The idea is also to eat in communal dishes here, so you don't each have your own plate. There's usually a plate put in the middle, and everyone picks out of it. Everyone eats out of it. So if it's 2 people, or if it's 4 people, or if it's 6 people, you eat out of the communal plate. Last big dish. That's her favorite. She could probably eat this whole thing. Good? One more shot before we go. Let's check out those apples from up above. It's drone time. Yeah! Just finished here, and we're heading back north, crossing that border and going back into the north side of the Basque Country.
That's not for sure. I'm already lost.
What? GPS is 83% of the time is right, but those 17% of the time, well, that's right now. So we'll try to get back on track. Thanks again for checking in. Hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes of this cider house. It's one of the most famous ones in this side of the border, so really happy to have brought you along with me. Please subscribe for more of these videos and more of other cool content, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.